Okay. First of all, I want to thank the people that joined the call. I know everyone's busy, and the people that gave us questions. I'm first going to explain a little bit about myself and the development, and then I will open it up to the viewers. So my name is Scott Andrews. If you have not met me, I am the managing partner of Venao West and Riverwalk. I was actually the first resident in the development in the first model home about 18 months ago. And since then, we've sold, I think, 28 houses now. There's 10 families living here. Riverwalk is a part of Venao West. It's the first phase of Venao West. Venao West is a 157 hectare, 377 acre macro development. We have our own water. We have our own electricity because each house comes with solar. We have our own security, and we are planning food security for the development also. That's in the plans. We're starting with a small community garden, but we would like to be self-sustainable. And so it's a community for people that want to have a little bit of a slower paced lifestyle, connected to nature, connected to their family more, and connected to community. Our community here is our strength. It's what makes it special. And I'm very happy about that upside surprise. Our neighbors do, potlucks, and we do movie nights, and the kids all ride their bikes to school, and they play in the river, and they pull tadpoles out and climb trees. So it's really a throwback to a better life, I believe, than what's going on in a lot of places around the world. I always say, be careful what you wish for. I wish for this kind of lifestyle for my kids, and it's really unfolding in that way. But the community is amazing, and that's a big upside surprise. The other big upside surprise is how profitable the houses are for the buyers. The rents are very, very good. People love the community, and they love being set in nature. We have waterfalls, natural pools, rivers, mountains. There's monkeys up in the valley. There's lots of animals, fresh air, clean water. It really is pretty much the ideal place to have a family or be, single or whatever you like. It's a very refreshing lifestyle connected to nature. So we're very happy here. So yeah, I can keep talking forever, but I will likely go into some of the questions now if you guys want to send me some. How many models are available? So Riverwalk, we have, there are 4 models. There's a 3-bedroom. There's a 4-bedroom, which is a 3-bedroom with an external casita. And that can be converted into a complete living space. So there's the 4-bedroom, and then there's the Roble Deluxe, which is the 2-bedroom plus the external casita with a little bit bigger pool. And then we have a 2-lot option as well, where people can buy a house and then a lot next to it. And the one good thing about the development, or one of many good things about the development, we are probably the biggest developer in Panama that allows people to make adjustments to the sizes and shape of the house. As long as it fits on the lot, we can make the houses bigger, wider. They can be deeper. You can have 2 bedrooms. You can convert to 1 bedroom if you wanted to. You can make the pool massive. Each house comes with a 3x3 meter splash pool, but most people choose to make that a little bigger. Each house comes with solar, and you can go fully off the grid if you want. My house is basically off the grid, and we have it's an amazing covered outdoor spaces, parking. We for the price, it's very robust, and it's great living spaces, and you can make those adjustments. Yes, the pool can be upgraded. Thank you for the question. The pool can be upgraded. We can make the pool as long and as wide as you'd like. I think one buyer has a pool that's, I think, 5 times the size of the splash pool. You have to pay a little more, obviously, for the bigger pool, but we have that option available. Yes, you can make modifications to the home. As I explained, you can make them bigger. The houses all have a furniture package as additional price and a appliance package. So you can make adjustments to the house to make it bigger or longer, wider, less rooms, more bathrooms, less bathrooms. You can put a bathtub in there. As long as it fits in the lot and you can imagine it, we can do it. Yes, yeah, we do offer furniture packages. Some people that come to live here from overseas generally send their furniture, and so they don't choose to have the furniture package. But the houses are very popular now with investors that are looking to get a visa and a passport for their family. The $300,000 house, it comes with a visa in 40 days after all the money has been sent. And then in 5 years, if you hold on to the asset, you can get Panamanian citizenship. This is very appealing to a lot of my friends that live in Asia and people that have lived overseas, because they understand that there's a lot of geopolitical volatility currently, and they would prefer to have their children have multiple passports for optionality. I think it's a very smart thing to do in this day and age when things are changing so rapidly. My kids have 3 passports, so I've subscribed to that perspective. The visa is called the Panama Platinum Visa. And like I said, it requires a little bit of paperwork, but once you have that, you sit on the house. The house I'm actually sitting in is an investor's house, and he's doing it for the visa and the citizenship. And we can process all that within 40 days. And it's a very good option. And what you can do is you can just come here and get your paperwork sorted out, and then we can rent the house out for you. We have maintenance packages. We have property management, so you actually don't even have to be here. And this house, it's a $300,000 house. It rents for $2,500 a month. And then if you subtract the maintenance package and our property management package, it ends up being around 7.2% net. That's the most recent one that we rented. It was 7.2% net, 10% gross, which is a really good investment. It's probably the best residential returns you can get in Panama on a residential property. And also, there's great capital appreciation. We're paving the roads now. The school, which is in walking distance or bicycling distance, so the kids ride their bikes to school every day. The school has North American accreditation, U.S. and Canadian accreditation. It's the only school that's, there's a few schools in the city that have that, but it's the only school in this area that has that. And so we're going to continue to grow that into a high school and have all the bells and whistles. So that's going to contribute to the development and the growth of the area. And so what I guess I was trying to say is that, with the cash flow is very good, and you get capital appreciation. We expect the houses to be closer to 500,000 in 5 years or so when everything is filled in. And you're looking at like a 15% IRR if you just want to get the visa and never come here. And for 5 year IRR. So we're one of the fastest builders in anywhere. We can build a house in 6 months. So we're very good builders, and we've built. We have, I think, 9 families living here now, or 10 families. I was the only one here like a year ago. It's just incredible growth, and all amazing people, all contributing, and we're very blessed to have a great community. But the build is very fast. 6 months you can be in your house. Yes, you can. You can reserve a lot. The reservation is 60 days, I believe. If you want to reserve a lot and build later, you can do that in a later phase. We have 65 homes in this Riverwalk, and then right now we're in phase 2, but we will start phase 3 and phase 4 a bit later when we've got all the reservations. So that will happen in like a year or so. So if you want to wait to build, you want to reserve and wait to build, then you can select a home or a lot in a later phase, and then we can time that with your needs. Yes, the homes do include parking for 2 normal-sized cars. If you want, we can make the garage a little bit bigger. If you have 2, say, Prados or Land Rovers or whatever you drive. But the parking that comes in the plan, it accommodates 2 normal sized vehicles. The ceiling height, I believe, are 14 feet high, so it's generally very cool in the daytime. If you open the windows and wind blows through, it can be pleasant inside the house. But the 14-foot high ceilings are a big positive. People like it, and it fits with the climate. Included in the homes, so we have. I believe we have a stove. It comes with AC. We have a small splash pool. We have the solar. I think there's some other things that come with it. I can fill those in a little bit later, but yeah, there's some options you can choose, but there are a lot of amenities that come with the home. Yes, we do offer property management. We basically can do everything. We design the houses, we build the houses, we manage the houses, maintain the houses. There's nowhere for any excuse to where there's a gap in the service and the quality. We maintain that. We do everything. So we can do property management. We have a waiting list, people trying to get into the school, and also to rent houses. So the houses are selling very fast, and the rents are very good, and there's a waiting list that we manage. Riverwalk will be a security gated community. We're in the process of paving the roads currently. We'll have full-time security 24/7. It's very safe here, however. Like, this is a small town where people look after each other, and Panamanians are amazing around families and community. They're always looking after each other. So like, we live in a very safe, quiet place with great community, and everyone looks after each other. We have community chat if anything is going on, which that we communicate with each other very clearly. So we have a kind of a community watch here also. But I've never felt safer anywhere in the world than in Panama. Maybe when I lived in Japan, I felt pretty safe, but Panama I never feel in danger, really, ever. There are HOA fees. The HOA fees only cover the security, full-time security, some internal maintenance of the roads and the sidewalks and the water system, because we have our own water. So we trying to keep the HOA as low as possible. Right now, it's around 200 to 220. That's all decided by the community. We have a legalized HOA. I think that over time, unless we decide to build something, as a group, that it falls under the HOA, the HOA could come down, because the security 24/7, if we have 65 homes or 50 families living here, the cost per person will come down for these fixed costs. The water comes from wells. It's very pure, sweet water. We have our own water system, and we have a great flow of water. It's amazing to be able to breathe fresh air and drink clean water and be connected to nature. So we have our own water system, and most everyone that lives here decides to put a water filter on that, even though I think the water is like 100 ppm. So it's very safe. It's just we're in an area that has a lot of minerals. So there's some minerals in the water, which is healthy, but we have filtered water. If you're interested in that, I have it in my house for drinking water. Well, I would say the thing that is the best about Riverwalk and the most impressive and amazing to me is the community. I don't know anywhere else in the world that there's a community like this, where people look after each other, and they have events together, and people sing. We have a potluck and karaoke. That is easily the kids ride their bikes and they play together. Like, I think that is easily the biggest factor, the X factor that we have, and that was something I didn't expect. Also, like I said, I don't think any developer in Panama, or I don't know anyone anywhere in the world that lives in the model home in the development. So there's accountability with me. I always say, never trust a skinny chef, and I'm eating my own cooking. So we're all in this together. And I think that creates an energy in the community, knowing that me and my family are here together on this wonderful experience and journey with our community. Is Riverwalk a fun community? Of course it's fun. It's as fun as you want it to be. We do movie nights. We have, like I said, potlucks. We sing karaoke together. It's almost like one big family. So it's incredible. I really love living here. I did not expect to love it as much as I do. And I did not expect such a great community. And I also did not expect the returns for the buyers, the rental returns, which are phenomenal. So, everything is coming together. And I don't know how to say this without sounding a little bit strange, but like, I did not expect such good people, and all the people that are here are contributing to the growth of the community and each other. And it's almost like I could have, if I had a wish list of people and services to bring into the community, like, it's all hitting on that. So I really have a lot of expectations for the positive growth of this community. We're really just getting going. I mean, we haven't even filled in with the commercial areas yet, but we will, based on what people want. So I think it's really special, and I wake up every morning and I'm eager to feel what's going to happen positive and on that day, because things just come out of nowhere. It's such a great place. So lot sizes range from 400 square meters to about 800 square meters. In the future, we will do phases with bigger lots at a higher price. But yeah, so it's about an eighth to a quarter of an acre for those that use acres. So it's the lots are good size. Some people choose to buy 2 and buy 3. We have buyers that bought 2 and 3 lots, and they spread some things out amongst those lots. So it's whatever you can imagine we can do here. If you want to come here and start a business, and we can work together with you on that, because we have land for commercial spaces. So we're trying to create a space that allows for positive growth of the community and for people to be able to have an impact on the community, not just live here. Will there be a playground? Yeah, we have a playground at the school that people can use after hours. We don't have a designated playground, but I think if we come together as a community and we're interested in that, we can arrange that. We're in the process of putting a playground at Playa Venao right now for the kids, for the experience there. But if the demand is there for a playground, I don't see why we couldn't build one. But yeah, like I said, after 2 o'clock when school is out, the kids can use the playground at the school. So we allow short-term rentals. We don't encourage them. There's some other developments in the area that have had a problem with short-term rentals, because you have a family living next to some tourists that are just there for a few days, and they can make some noise, and it kind of damages the community energy. Currently, we only rent 6 months and more with our homes. That could change, but we have to keep a very tight control over the quality of people in the community and the type of people, so that we can continue to grow this amazing group of families and people that are living a little bit quieter and a little bit more nature focused, family focused. But I think that's our edge. That's why our rents are so high relative to other places, because not many places, I don't know any place anywhere I've lived that has this type of positive energy around the community and the families. So we have to be careful with that. So it's allowed, but we discourage it. Bike paths and walk paths. Yeah, so we're in the process of paving the roads now and putting in sidewalks. There will be, on the main street here, there will be bike paths and sidewalks. And we are going to plant trees that will bloom at this time of year, like the Cherry Blossom Festival, so we can have an event around that, so people can enjoy the beginning of a new year, a new year in April, in the spring. Payment plans are available, but they can slow down your the payment plans will slow down your build. So if you want to build everything in 6 months, we require 22.5% of the first payment, and then 67.5% within 90 days, because we need all the materials to be able to build within 6 months. If you want to slow that down over the course of a year or so, we can do that, but it will slow down the pace of your build. Social areas. So yeah, so currently we were going to do like a pickleball and basketball area in the middle of the first phase, but we had conversations with the group and we decided that might make a little noise and be disruptive to the community. So we're going to do community garden. So that's planned for this phase. I think because of the demand of the community, we need to wait and see what we're going to do with the common areas, because we want to know what the community wants. If we built something that was not functional for the type of people that are here, and it was just kind of dead space, then we would have made a mistake. So we're waiting to see what the demand is, and then go from there. I do think we will have it probably won't be something that is included in the HOA, but we will have a big gym. I want to have the cold plunge and all the bells and whistles on that. And so we're planning the commercial spaces, but we need to figure out what people want before we build them. As your ideal family, the ideal family is you guys. Your husband's right here next to me. Yeah, you guys are pretty ideal. You're the kids in the school and contributing to the positive energy of the community, and also helping us grow the community, helping us grow the businesses that make the community better. Can you purchase 2 lots side by side? You can purchase 10 lots if you want. You can purchase. We've done 2 and 3. So we have a buyer that designed put three lots side by side, and he's doing something totally different than our design. I mean, it has to fit within the lot, but we can be creative. We want everybody to be happy. We want people to enjoy their time here. So we can do 2 lots, 3 lots. You can do 5 lots if you want. Yes, you can apply for a mortgage. We have relationships with some banks, and we also recently have been working with a mortgage broker to give us really good rates with the banks. So that's in process. We currently we haven't had anybody get a mortgage yet, but obviously if you're Panamanian, that's easy. But for the international buyers, it's a little bit trickier, but we're clearing the path for that. But up until now, the first 28 houses, we've had them all, people are paying cash. The cost of another lot. So the package we have for 2 lots is 1 house on 1 lot, and then a casita and a pool and some covered space on the other lot. That ends up being around 500 in total. As opposed to, I think the Roble Deluxe is $399. So you take the other lot next to it, and it ends up being around 500. If you want to make a barbecue area, or you want a covered space over your pool, obviously those things increase the price, but you're looking at around 500 for 2 lots with houses and structures on both. Phase 1, that's a good question. I think phase 1 is we sold out. I think it's around 15 homes or 16 homes. I have to check there, but the whole area has been sold out, and the road's being paved in there, and the sidewalks are actually going in today, which is exciting. But there's 65 lots within the entire of Riverwalk, and then from there we will build probably a little bit more higher priced product with bigger lots. But this is a really good opportunity. I mean, I'm not just saying that. I bought the first house in the development because you're getting a very low price, a price that will never be seen in Venao again for what you're getting. Starting I think at $295 is our lowest price house, and we don't have the roads that are, the school isn't the high school yet. We don't have the commercial spaces built out yet. So when all that's in, I think the houses will be close to double. Pets are allowed. Yes, we are very pet friendly, nature friendly. I even have a dog named River. It's not the, it's looking at it right now. So we need to make sure that everyone is safe. So the HOA, when it's the people in the community vote on the HOA. I assume that we will have some sort of restrictions to where your dogs can roam free because we don't want anybody to get hurt. But at this point, like everyone has, a lot of people have animals, and everyone is very happy, and animals are not dangerous. But that would be a situation where we would have to potentially make sure that people have their dogs contained. When is the retaining wall around the river complete? The retaining wall should be done in, I would say, 3 to 4 months on the river. That's the plan. We're in the process of rolling all that out now with the roads and the retaining wall. Hopefully we have it finished within 3 to 6 months. This year it'll be finished. We need to get that done. Okay. Well, I really appreciate everyone chiming in. It's our first call. Why invest in Riverwalk? Other than getting to live next to me, there's a lot of reasons. It's a very safe community. It's a great investment. You have a great community. You have walking distance to the school, and we'll be walking distance to like most every amenity that you will need. We even have Amazon can deliver here. We have a relationship with a car business, Ricardo Perez, and they will come service your car here. We also have buyers get the VIP card, which gives them access to all of our commercial ecosystem. So you have discounts at Venao, you have discounts on the zip line, discounts on shipping services, discounts on the turtle experiences and restaurants, bars. There's a surf school. There's a lot of built-in amenities with your purchase of the home, because I want this to be an experience where people just basically teleport from their other life, and it's seamless and there's no headaches. The headaches that I and my family had to go through as kind of pioneers here 13, 14 years ago, we wanted to eliminate that and make sure you had an easy transition. Because if everyone's happy, then I'm happy, and then we can grow in a positive way. Medical clinic or walk-in center close by. Okay, hold on. We are visiting in July and bringing friends that are also interested. Okay, that's fantastic. I may not be here after the July 4th because our school is on holiday. But if you come before July 4th, I would love to meet you and your friends. And we're always looking for more good people to live with, and be neighbors with. Will there be a medical clinic? I have big expectations for this place. I think everything we need is going to be within walking distance. Most everything we need this community. I am, I'm eager to put a medical clinic in here. It won't be a hospital, but I'm eager to have a doctor in here in some of our commercial spaces. And we have the land for it, and we're going to have the demand for it with the community. We're basically creating a town. So that's one of the services: coffee shop, the gym, restaurants, maybe like a little supermarket, a mini super. But there is a supermarket that's like, 3-minute drive from here, or a 4-minute bike ride, so there's a lot of things that are accessible here. There's a coffee shop and a bakery right down the street, baseball field. There's a skate park. You can ride your bike or drive in 5 minutes or so to the ocean where they have a fishing launch. So there's a lot of positives here, which was a good segue into your next question. So I lived in Venao for 13 years, and I also own Venao on the beach, and it's great to have that energy and to be there. But it's a very transient area with a lot of tourists, and I much prefer to have my family and personally me, for my mental health, to leave Venao and come here and just be grounded in nature, and have fresh air. And there's no random people walking by you in bathing suits or traffic other than our neighbors. So it depends on what you like. If you want to be amongst the action and the noise and the parties and the traffic and the tourists, Venao is probably for you. But personally, I prefer having my kids out here where they can go outside in the middle of the night, and like there's no risk of anybody random being in the neighborhood. And so that's kind of the reason why we're doing this here. Visa included in the purchase price. The visa is not included in the purchase price. I think you have to pay. I think it's like 10,000 to get your whole family the visa, and then there's some legal fees. I think it ends up being about like 14,000 for a family of 4 or 5, and your entire immediate family can get a passport or citizenship. So that's I'm telling you, that's a big plus. Like I've lived in 83 countries. I've been to 83 countries. I've lived in 5, and I have a very worldly view. And I don't know how to say this, but I will not be happy if my children get drafted to go to war that I don't believe in. So that's a very appealing option for people to be able to get a visa. And even if you don't want to live here, it's smart to do it now with these low prices, and then come here and move into your house later if you want. We can rent it and you can make money. But the visa program, it may go up to 500 later in the year, I think October or November. So it's a good time to get involved in that now. Connectivity. Yeah, so we have fiber. We have fiber to the houses, and some people choose to put Starlink also. So you can have a combination of the two. At my house, we just have fiber. In Panama, I would prefer to have everybody have Starlink, to be honest, because we are in a rural area, and you don't want to have any challenges with electricity, which is why I have everybody on solar. But the fiber works well, and it'll get better. But I think a combination of the two is your best option. There's a security guard. So yeah, we have a security guard that comes at night now. And then when we finish the roads and we put the security station, I can see the security guard now. If we put the security station, we'll have 24/7 security. Okay, yeah, the construction times. Yes, around 6 months. I mean, it actually like blows people away how fast we can build, And so that's one of the reasons why we have a very economical price that works for people, and that will go up over time. So it's a really good opportunity now to get in at these prices before everything gets built out and things are more expensive, and we can build in 6 months. We have Carlos, our the head of the development, and he's an engineer, civil engineer, and a master's project manager. He has a great team, and we have great builders, subcontractors, and contractors that we use that have experience doing this type of construction. So it all moves quickly and with very high quality. How far is it? Okay, so yeah, the beach, you can actually get to the beach in about 4 minutes by car if you go straight down this road, and the entire road from your home to there will be paved. So you can ride your skateboard, you can ride your bicycle. My kids ride their bicycles there all the time. And so it's nice to be able to be that close to the ocean, but that's more of a fishing launch. It's not a swimming area. There are swimming beaches are around 10 minutes away. And I've been getting up every morning this week and going and surfing, and it's a great way to start the day. You in the water at sunrise, and there's the sun coming up over you, and it's just very peaceful. No one's in the water that early, so you kind of have it all yourself. It's a very kind of spiritual experience to be in the water in the morning. How far is Riverwalk from you? Oh yeah. So sorry. We have a waterfall in the development. Like you can walk to a waterfall and natural pools. I don't know of any other development that has a natural amenity like that. It's not a man-made one. We have a river, we have mountains, we have a valley, we have there's a zip line adventure business there. We have a hotel that's being phased in, and then so we have a school. I have big expectations, and I'm partial investor in all those businesses. So you have me working for you. Plans for an outdoor common area, the barbecue. We don't have plans we have plans for a clubhouse on the top of the hill with a restaurant and a pool. We were looking at doing a gym up there, but we don't think that the gym we can do there will be adequate. And so rather than minimize the space for the pool and the restaurant area, we're probably going to do a much bigger pool and a much bigger gym in another location. Daily life like. Yeah, so I have my whole philosophy is based around two pillars here. One is experience, and the other is community. We built Venao on the beach in Venao to create the experience that will draw the right people. So we have restaurants. I think we have 6 or 7 restaurants there. We have a couple bars. We have a surf school. We're getting a nails and like a beauty salon is going in. We're setting up a coffee shop there as well now. So a hotel with 31 rooms, and then so there's a lot of options. Venao has amazing food. Like I've been all over the world, and I've never seen a place that's at this point in the development curve. I would say we're probably in like the 4th or 5th inning, maybe at this point, relative to other comps like Costa Rica or Hawaii or Bali. And given that we are so young, this town has grown rapidly in the last 10 years or so. It really picked up. We have incredible food and great drinks. And, we actually have a restaurant called Damar, and it's probably one of the top 10 restaurants in Panama. And we have a chef that is, the chef is a New York Times reviewed chef. So there's serious high-end gastronomical options and experiences here. Yes, it is. We have several retirees in our development. And so, there's some people that were ex-military, other retirees, and there's opportunity here. So if you want to come here and put some money into some business, that there's a chance for that as well. But it is great for retirees. I'm very far from retiring, however. Any other questions? Okay, I guess that covers a lot. Just remember, I will be doing this once a month. This is the very first one, so we're just working out some of the production value, challenges. But from now on, we will have this once a month, and I will give updates on the progress. At this point, we sold 28. I assume by next month we'll have sold another 5 or so. And we can explain that I think the road should be done by the end of next month, maybe like in 2 months. And so I will continue to keep you up to date. We have a monthly newsletter that we do, our website. We're coming out with an app, a WOW app, for all things Playa Venao commercial ecosystem and experiential ecosystem. So we've been very busy, and a lot of this is due to some help from people that moved into the development, like Andrew here. So we're very fortunate that we have good people, and we're growing with good people that are helping each other. And I think that's not something that is so common these days in developments and in communities. And so we're really onto something special. And so I'm very excited to see what happens here. Like I can kind of see things. I have a little bit of a vision for things, but I know that it's going to be so much better than what I anticipate. So it's very exciting for me. Difference between Playa Venao life to Cañas life. Yes, Cañas is, it's a little bit more residential. It's a little quieter. It's a little more family. The prices are lower. It's not as congested, and we have no transient traffic. That's probably the biggest one. We don't have big parties here. We don't have a lot of noise. We have just a very relaxed, family focused, not just family focused, but we have the retirees and we have some people that are not married here also, and everyone gets along, and we have a great family here. But yes, Venao is much more of a touristic. I like to call it, it's a little bit like Waikiki to Kahala, or Malibu to Calabasas. There's a little bit more density in Venao. There's a lot of tourists, and we are residents. That's kind of it. And oh yeah, there's tons of stuff for kids. So we have our kids do jujitsu. My son was just in a tournament 2 weeks ago. We have baseball. I actually coach baseball on Tuesdays with little kids, the 6-year-olds to 10-year-olds, because it's just right down the street. And we sponsor, Venao sponsors the kids soccer team. I wasn't able to watch my kids play soccer today because we had this call. So that's why I'm going to adjust it to 6:30 from now on so I can watch my kids play. You know, everything it's all about the kids, you know. We have this school here, and I'm really eager to see how our kids turn out, and they're going to end up being little diplomats, you know, going out and promoting and bringing good people here in a positive way. You know, the kids are everything, you know. Is we upside with lot numbers? Yes, our website is updated with available lot numbers. We're coming out with a new investment deck, you know, for Riverwalk, and that should be ready in a couple of days or so. We are rolling out, we've rolled out an amazing website, and it's going to be improved on often. We're doing the same with Venao. And we're growing our marketing. You know, this development, you know, like I said, I was the only one living here a year ago, and now we've got 28 sales. So we're rolling everything out together with the progress of the development and our marketing. I guess that is it. I really appreciate you guys taking the time. I hope you can feel how enthusiastic I am about this. This is my whole life. And so I'm very proud of what we're doing. I'm proud of the people that are here. And I'm very excited for the future, what the future holds here, and the memories that will be made here with the families, long lasting. And you know, I'm just happy to be able to create a platform to be able to allow people to be happy and have great lives. So I hope you, if you're not a resident already on this call, and I hope you can come and join us in the magic, you know. Okay. Great. Okay. Cella Y48. If you want to send a message to the website or to our email account, I mean, I can get in touch with you and answer more questions and send you materials and stuff. But I appreciate you guys being on the call today. Okay. Any other question? Okay, great. Okay, well, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys in a month, or I hope to see you down here in Venao. I'm always around if you want to contact me, and we can talk about the future here.